Hi, my name is Anand Veeraswamy, one of the many on-site engineers working to help design the future of energy consumption used in buildings. Sustainable design was initially a very rudimentary concept, which was only solidified due to the oil embargo in 1972. Currently, building design in the form of net zero energy homes continue to rise and encourage sustainability or thinking about our present impact on future generations. Our job is to understand the past and present developments in building design to envision new methods of reducing energy consumption. However, reducing the amount of power people use is not the only way of addressing sustainable design. Producing energy is equally as important and plays a fundamental role in how buildings in the future year of 2069 will operate. Our current research shows that developments in nuclear fusion energy will be the future of energy consumption within buildings. In the year 2069, buildings will be inherently designed to incorporate renewable energy sources in order to increase efficiency. Biomimicry will serve as the foundation of how energy will be produced. Although the sun is not living, the main production energy for buildings will come from mimicking the sun. Essentially, energy will be produced by bottling the sun on Earth and using the same method of nuclear fusion. Similar to the sun, hydrogen atoms are bonded together to form helium, which create heavier molecules and release energy in the process. Controlling this process can potentially achieve renewable and bountiful amounts of power without any of the obstructive effects that other renewable sources currently have. In the future, when using fusion energy as a norm, people will rely on it for supplying vital components of buildings, including heating, electricity, and air conditioning. Over time, nuclear fusion reactors will replace the current electrical power plant and will be the main source of power to buildings. The cost of paying for heating and electricity will be reduced as common hydrogen isotopes abundant in water is the main source of fuel needed to power fusion reactors. With respect to energy production, fusion reactors will offer less disadvantages compared to other energy sources, such as fossil fuels, nuclear plants, and renewable energies like solar or wind. Fossil fuels release toxic gases into the air, nuclear plants produce a lot of nuclear waste, and renewable energies are intermittent sources of energy. Improvements in fusion technology, such as a Stark fusion reactor developed at MIT, offers an optimistic view regarding an economic and environmentally effective alternative to current energy sources. As Franklin Forrest says in World Without Mind, technology had created the ills of the world, only technology would solve them. Our present reliance on fossil fuels for powering our buildings is a large contributor towards global warming. Fusion power, similar to nuclear fission power, does not release any carbon dioxide in the process, but would still produce a substantial amount of energy. A cup of water could potentially be used to create the same amount of energy as a barrel of oil without any waste to speak of. Despite several boons, the most prominent obstacle is persuading the societal perspective on nuclear power. As Jonathan Taplin mentions in Move Fast and Break Things, as more of our lives become digital, these new algorithmic gods will assume power over us. The integration of nuclear power in the past had initially pushed us to believe that nuclear fission will be the solution to all of our energy demands. However, major catastrophes such as the nuclear meltdown in Chernobyl showed us the danger that large-scale nuclear radiation had on people. Subsequently, fusion power had been stigmatized due to the hazard it posed. Compared to fission power plants, fusion power produces far less nuclear waste in the form of a few grams of tritium. Tritium can remain harmful to health for 125 years, but compared to the potency uranium has for tens of thousands of years, tritium seems far more forgiving. Moving forward, fusion energy will help push the theme of being environmentally conscious once it is implemented in a commercial setting. Using nuclear fusion will be a fundamental method of supplying power to buildings in the future. It eliminates major downsides current fuel sources have while still offering large amounts of energy. Switching to nuclear fusion power allows greater access towards addressing sustainability in buildings. As we continue to adopt fusion energy, our past negative perspective towards nuclear power will change along with how we perceive the environment.